But I'll find you in the next life.
Remember, my name is Tong Ling.
The next life.
I am Poon Xing Feng. I was once the police force's ace bomb disposal expert. With these hands I held back death countless times, safeguarding the peace of this city. But now I am Hong Kong's most wanted fugitive, a terrorist you probably can't understand. How a former hero could fall and become a demon. Why I'm destroying the very city I once risked everything to protect. Soon a tactical nuclear bomb, codenamed David, is about to trigger a catastrophe in this city, and I am the mastermind behind it all. I used to be highly decorated every bomb I defused. Felt like snatching a life back from the Reaper. That sense of pride was what kept me going. And a single mission changed everything forever. That day my partner Tom Chokeman and I encountered a couple strapped to 2 interconnected pressure bombs. A hidden wire between the devices linked them together. Defuse one and the other would detonate instantly. The only way out was to defuse them in perfect synchronization. We navigated the rebar and held down the bombs to stabilize the pressure, saving the couple first. Once they were clear, we had to defuse both at the same time. Not a millisecond off. A perfectly timed cut. Amidst the stifling tension, the bombs were neutralized. I told Juckman to head out while I finished the cleanup. Just then, I heard a cat meowing inside a microwave. I went to check, but the moment I opened the door, I triggered a hidden secondary device.
Officer down requesting immediate medical assistance, sir. Bones are time for rehab. Yes, sir. Let's go.
The best arrangement is to let love.
When I woke up in the hospital, I found my left leg was gone. Even so, I was grateful my hands were still intact, allowing me to continue the bomb disposal work I loved. To keep this city safe and peaceful, to return to the squad as soon as possible, I embarked on a long and grueling journey of recovery, adapting to my prosthesis daily training until I was drenched in sweat. Every surge of pain was my way of defying fate. Through sheer willpower, I finally met the physical requirements for reinstatement. However, fate played another cruel joke on me. My superiors only saw my disability, they weighed their concerns. Ultimately, citing safety and PR, they sidelined me to a desk job. At that moment, I felt ruthlessly abandoned by the force I loved.
I hope you understand what? That none of you are willing to take responsibility. Pan Shenfeng, watch your words. Why did I lose this leg? It was for the job. Ava won't even give me one single chance. You think I'm wasting my time?
Louis 63,666. 66. We know you're a hero, so we've already made the best possible arrangements for you.
Sense of abandonment changed me completely. I became cynical. Yes, everything was fueled by anger and defiance. The day I was commended looking at those hypocritical faces on stage, it felt like a cruel irony. I raised a banner venting my protest against the force's injustice. Even my girlfriend Pang Ling didn't understand. She said I was mentally ill and wanted me to see a psychiatrist. It hurts to be used and then tossed away like trash.
You want a bomb? I'll make one right now. I'll defuse it for everyone to see just to prove what I'm capable of.
Do you have any idea what you're saying? You're a ticking time bomb right now.
In a fit of rage, I kicked her out of the car and broke up with her. Even my best friend told me I was sick, warning me not to act like a lunatic.
I was only standing up for myself. What did I do wrong? Tell me, what did I do wrong?
Haven't I been fighting for you? And you're still pulling this crap.
There's no turning back. How long must I fight? 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. Are you even my best friend? You should be on my side protesting and filing complaints with me. Our duty is to serve the public, not our own feelings. Protest. Complaint.
Hey, can you just get a grip on yourself? You all say, I'm sick well. You're the one who's truly sick.
Everything I sacrificed was ruthlessly trampled upon. Consumed by anger, I could no longer remain silent. I resolutely embarked on a different path. Since there was no longer a place for me in this world, I would create a battlefield of my own. I joined the Resurrection Group, a terrorist organization composed of high IQ elites. The leader Ma Sai-Quan was my childhood best friend. He always said this society was rotten to the core. Only through total destruction can a new life begin. He began plotting a radical scheme to level Hong Kong International Airport with nuclear bombs and proclaim our justice to the world. I personally designed and took part in multiple bombings, becoming the very kind of person I once detested the most. During a bombing at an opening ceremony, I disguised myself as a waiter. However, things didn't go as planned. I was spotted by security. To escape the pursuit, I jumped into the pool, but I still couldn't escape the impact of the shockwave. I lost consciousness in the blast and woke up in the hospital. Found my memory gone. My mind was a complete blank. The investigating officers told me the explosion had claimed 18 lives.
What were you doing at the Hotel Island on October 3rd, 2019? I don't remember. Everything was a blur.
But I had only one instinct. I had to escape.
You in the wheelchair, stop right there!
As I fled, I tried desperately to remember my past, but my memories were fragmented and hazy. Just then, my friend showed up and tried to arrest me. Once I had him pinned down, he asked me, "Can you still carry out your mission?" Was I actually an undercover cop working with the police to stop the Resurrection Group? My mind was still a blank. I couldn't remember a thing. But my gut told me to trust her. Pong Ling helped me evade the police and took me back to our old home. It was there that I saw my prosthetic leg, painkillers, and photos of us together. Everything convinced me even more that I was an undercover officer. I then used the dark web to track down the Resurrection Group's lair. Given his skills as an elite EOD member, do you have any idea why?
Fung became the man he is today. Back then, he wanted to be reinstated, but you were afraid of the liability and refused him. Now that he has amnesia, you have the nerve to tell him that he's an undercover cop he can't even remember who he is, yet you're exploiting him. Are you even human?
If there were any other way, I wouldn't have agreed to Madame Pong's proposal.
You'll really do anything to solve a case, won't you? If, Feng Dis, while carrying out this mission, will he be considered killed in the line of duty? Madam, the police force has no record of him. Feng has already lost the job he loved most. He lost a leg, I understand. I'm sorry, sir, but you don't understand. We should be helping him, not lying to him. He's your ex-boyfriend.
I am helping him find redemption through death. I'm helping him atone. Based on the evidence in that hotel bombing alone, he's likely facing life imprisonment. But if he assists the police in taking down the Resurrection Group and stopping the attack, then we'll have grounds to plead for leniency from the judge. Otherwise, he remains nothing but a wanted criminal.
Helping him atone by using his life to save 100 others.
Once I was brought to the base, the Resurrection Group members turned on the monitors, warning me never to go back home. The home in that video was clearly not the place Pong Ling took me to. It was surrounded by a swarm of police. The truth finally hit me like a cold wake-up call. Pong Ling had been lying. I was a true member of the Resurrection Group. I was the one who masterminded those bombings, and now the Resurrection Group's ultimate plan is about to be set in motion. They intend to kick things off with an explosion in the middle of a square. A bomb of devastating power has been quietly planted. Tong Chok, man clad in a heavy EOD suit, prepares to defuse it. Meanwhile, a Resurrection Group assassin lurks on a nearby rooftop, armed with an SVD sniper rifle. But his target isn't Tung Chok Man. It's the other officers. Shots ring out and the officers drop one by one. None of the wounds are fatal, only enough to leave them struggling in agony. The terrorist is ruthlessly manipulating the scene, forcing Tung Chok Man into a cruel dilemma. Continue defusing the bomb to save the public, or abandon his post to save his bleeding colleagues. Watching from the shadows, I saw this unfold. Zhiying, my brothers in arms who once fought by my side, being shot one after another. My heart ached and tears streamed down uncontrollably. Finally, in the last few seconds, Dong Suoben successfully defused the bomb with remarkable composure and precision. Without a moment's hesitation, he rushed to the wounded officer. The police responded swiftly, locating and neutralizing the cold-blooded killer on the rooftop. However, the price of this victory was devastating. 2 brave police officers sacrificed their lives in this attack, and their blood awakened my dormant conscience. I met with my friend again and confessed to her that I now know I was never actually an undercover agent. But even so, I am still willing to fight alongside the police force, do everything in my power to stop the Resurrection Group's terrorist attacks.
The Daisy you mentioned is not a mastermind. It's a type of nuclear bomb developed by the US during the Cold War. The David, one of the smallest nuclear weapons in the world. Its yield is equivalent to 10 to 20 tons of TNT. Resurrection Day is the code name for the operation. But I don't know the specifics of the plan yet. We will proceed with this plan.
As soon as I returned to the organization, I was forcibly taken to an unfamiliar location. It turned out Ma Shijun had footage of me meeting Peng Ling, but instead of accusing me, he only wanted to awaken my true memories. I realized that I founded the resurrection group. I built all the bombs. Every operation was meticulously orchestrated by me. Ma Shijun was merely a like-minded ally who provided the funding. Hearing this filled me with a profound sense of guilt.
But wasn't the entire thing designed by you? Who on earth are you? I don't know who I am anymore. I just want to stop the attack. You were the one who told me to go to him. Why are you betraying yourself? Do you remember what you actually said? I don't remember any of it. I want to stop the attack. It can't be stopped. I don't want to stop the attack. It won't stop. I want it to stop. You can't stop it. You're the one who designed it. Ancient times cities were razed by fire, and the world destroyed by floods. Today it is our chosen resurrection day. There is no stopping it. Us, we're ready to move. Wait for me in the back. Yes, sir.
I remember you saying that waiting for death is a terrifying feeling. Now, I'll let you experience it for yourself. Just as my life hung by a thread, Ling and Tung Chuk Man tracked my watch's location and rushed to the scene. In the nick of time, Tung Chuk Man raced against the clock to defuse the bomb, while I revealed Ma Shijun's entire plan. With their help, I managed to escape certain death. Immediately after, based on the clues I provided the police, located a vehicle loaded with C4 explosives in the IFC parking lot, and cut the detonator wires at the critical moment. However, the Resurrection Group's ultimate plan was far from over. Their core objective was to detonate a nuclear bomb. They had secretly planted explosives across the subway trains. The nuclear bomb was placed in the lead car while the train was in motion. The carriages carrying explosives would be detached at key infrastructure stations, and once the lead car reached HK International Airport, Ma Shijun would detonate it, triggering a cataclysmic disaster. To stop this explosion, Tung Chukman and I joined forces again, boarding a vehicle filled with TNT, heading straight for the Tsingma Bridge. As we prepared, Peng Ling informed us that the train's braking system was destroyed. We had to blow up the bridge early. Time was running out fast. As the mastermind behind the ultimate plan, I knew only I can resolve this crisis.
The control center could, but the system is fried. There's no way to stop Ma Shijun's train remotely.
Set the fuses. It'll be done in 1:30. We can be off the bridge in 1:30.
Ma Shijun arrives in 1:20. I'll be as fast as I can.
We have enough time to set the fuses, but not enough to reach the safe zone.
You go first. No way. We should leave together. I can handle this alone. Why should we both die?
Then why should it be you staying behind and not me?
There's no turning back for me now. You know why? Just listen to me.
I told Dong Zhuowen to leave first and chose to stay. There is no longer any fear in my heart, only deep remorse for the mistakes of my past. At the moment I press the button, the image of my former righteous self flashes before my eyes. The man who would do whatever it took to protect the people. Perhaps this is my destiny, trading my life for the peace of this city, to finally bring closure to my past mistakes. Farewell, world that I once loved, but also hurt. I hope that this time I can truly be a hero.
Since memories can be implanted, is it possible to erase them too? Arouse, all of them. Everything except for the time I went to get food.
Aye.
Oh, sorry. I wasn't looking where I was going.
It's okay. I did it on purpose. What do you mean? Nothing much and much. I just wanted you to remember me.
I don't even know your name. How am I supposed to remember you?
Oh, I'm Pan Cheng Fing IOD.